And welcome back, rail fans. Welcome back. Here we are. This is day 2, video 2. We got a little more unboxing to do. Today we're going to talk about Metca. You guys familiar with Metca? I know you guys out there at the East Coast, they're a big railroad club out on the East Coast. I want to say, I might be wrong, but I want to say I think they're out in New Jersey and New York. Metca, how do we spell that? M-E-T-C-A? I think it's typically abbreviated as the Metro Transit Authority, something like that. You know, I'm a Michigan guy. Forgive me. we don't have subways over here. We have a Detroit tram, the People Mover, but yeah, whatever. We ain't gonna talk about that. We wouldn't even call that a railroad. Come on, that's like an above ground rat catch. Anyways, Metca. If you Google Metca store, it'll take you right to the store. And they got a list of railroad stock that they do. It's all custom. Metca does all custom work, from Rail King to MTH to Lionel, engines, rolling stock. It's really cool. You should go check them out. If you haven't checked them out, it's Metca store, M-E-T-C-A store. Just Google that. It'll take you right to it. And bingo bango, you'll be right in there. Now, before you look at it and you choke on the prices, understand the price you see is the price that you pay. That's with shipping included. That price has shipping included. So whether you're down the street from Metca or you're ordering from Texas, everybody pays the same shipping. It's one price. They got a car on there for $99. That's shipping included. All right, and mind you, these are custom run, and they're in limited numbers. If you see something on there, you really like it, you ought to pick it up, because it ain't gonna be around. Metca goes through stock. Like, I got lucky. I'm getting an engine through them, a presidential engine. Just let the cat out of the bag now. I'm getting a presidential engine through Metca, and they had a matching caboose to go with it. Now, at the time when I ordered, I got lucky because I went on their website and they said there were a lot of presidential cabooses. I don't want an engine without the matching caboose, especially if it's a custom run. So I sent them an email and they replied back. They had a handful of cabooses left. Go on the website, bingo bango, I got me a caboose. I went there as the making of this video. I went there today and the cabooses are gone. So you can forget about a presidential caboose unless they're going to do another run. You'd have to get a hold of Stuart Rankin. Stuart Rankin handles all the merchandise for the Railroad Club. You know, as far as the custom railroad stock. So without further ado, I'm going to show you 2 new pieces I picked up from Metca. Right here on Miss Steve's Trains. Hey, look at this, rail fans. I just happened to find this flyer. This is from Metca. Let's see here. First up. Oh, look at that. It's a beefeater. Perfect. Look at that, huh? Beautiful purple box. Typical paperwork. Nice, we got a little cardboard over the couplers. 1883. Nice. Woodside reefer. Nice bottom details as we expect. Typical couplers from MTH. Very nice. Oh, I can't get the correct light on there yet. Got some nice sprung trucks on there. Beautifully applied ladder and details on there. Beautiful. Tri-gen, that'll look good. And see how that That red really kind of pops on there. I like that. That black on black with that red outline on there. Beautiful choice. Beautiful choice, Mr. Steve. All right. We're going to set this one down there. Like I said, we don't want to take too long with this. Beautiful. Beefeater gin. All right, let's get on. We'll clean this mess up. Let's get on with number 2. And here we are. For the sake of saving time, I went ahead and opened up the box. Look at that. It's a Lionel Presidential Caboose. And this is from our friends Stuart Rankin and Metca. Come on there. Don't make me cut the video. There we go. Like I said, I don't want to dink around with this too long. We want to get this done. Ooh, look at that. Look at that, rail fans. Nice. Again, the numbers are the tail numbers off of Air Force One. Looks like got a nice light detail right here at the end. You see that in there. Nice chain on there. Beautiful. We love that. Love caboose. Some of my favorite cars are the cabooses, really. Looks like we got 2 crew figures in there. There's a guy in there. Oh, surprise. Oh, there he is. There's a guy in the back. He's having coffee. Every caboose has a conductor in there drinking coffee. And this chappie, he's just kind of hanging out. Looking cool. Looking smart. Riding this caboose. You got some additional stacks on there. Or that's just a presidential thing. Some kind of exhaust stack. Never seen that on a caboose. Again, it might be something for the Prez. There's a antenna, additional roof detail on there. Very nice. Cool. Let's see how it looks. We got, oh wow, it's got rotating bearing caps. I did not know that. Nice. Nice bottom detail. Very nice laying out. Looks like you got an on-off switch for the lights. Cool. Let's put it on the track and see how it looks. And here we are. We're down there in the Great Floor layout. Again, just real quick, a lot of these reefers come in two different colors from Metca. You're getting the black or the Tuscan brown. Now, as of the making of this video, all 4 of these 2 beefeaters and these 2 Jim Beam, these are still available. You can still get these on their website. Pfeiffer's Beard is from Pat's Trains. The Gen Beefeater, like I said, still available. Carnation Milk from Metca, not available. That's all gone, kids. And we're going to move this out of the way. And there it is. There is the Presidential Caboose from Metca. Beautiful, beautiful, very nice. We got it on our little track display down here. If I can just pan that around. Now, these tankers are from Metca. They are still available right now. So if you want some presidential tankers, go on their website, go to metcastore.com. You can pick them up. Beautiful lighting in there. You know, we got our crew figures inside there. Can't really see them, but they're in there. All right, what do you think? This is my little display track. I got it powered up. So I put my specialty cars on there and we can display them, make it look proper. All right. The engine, the presidential engine, won't show up until late 2025, so get used to seeing these on the rails for a little while. And with that, C&O for progress. Let's see if we can't get an engine on there and take it for a spin. And all right, it's the next day. You guys gotta let me know. All right, I got back into trains about 18 years ago, just running a simple loop around the floor, setting up some cars. You know, I've been collecting since I got back into it about 18 years ago. I started my YouTube channel a little over a year ago. My wife says, hey, you got to do something with all these tubs in the basement. You know, go put them on YouTube. All right, long story short, I got up my Erie Tri-Plex from MTH. Beautiful engine. Engine's never failed me. And I don't, because it's a triplex, it's held together by a main screw on the bottom that holds the tender drivetrain to the engine. So I don't ever take it apart. It sits permanently. It has its own dedicated 30-inch piece of straight track. I set it on and I keep it covered up when it's not in use, just to keep the dust and whatever out of it. Well, it sat for about a year. I took it off last night, put it on the rails, and doggone, that son of a gun wasn't all dried up and just fought me tooth and nail. So this morning I spent about an hour or so. I did it for the first time ever. I took, all the bottom across your MTH says grease, all those little screws mark grease, grease, grease. Well, I took that screw off, and then, that hole in that screw, the diameter of that hole is only about 1/16 of an inch. It's tiny. Boy, you start taking those screws out, you better be extremely careful not to drop it down inside the frame. Okay, I seen that one coming, and I was very careful not to do that. But you better have patience of a saint when you go to put those little tiny screws back in there. Get yourself a really good screwdriver, maybe try a magnetic tip screwdriver, something to hold it. Because boy, you drop that screw in there, good luck getting it back out. The only thing now, the point of this conversation is, you see this needle, this little needle eyedropper on here. Okay, this is nearly half or more of the diameter of the hole that you got to try and put grease into. I don't know if I can't get it to focus on there, but anyways, you see what I'm saying. It's a little tiny. This is what you need, and you're not going to get grease in there. Okay, it's thick. Grease is thick. It's not going to get it. How are you going to squeeze grease down this little tiny tube? So what I did, and correct me if I'm wrong or maybe am I right, I used a little all-purpose 3-in-1 oil. This is probably a little thicker than the oil, the synthetic oil we use for oiling all the bearings on the axles. So I figured it's a little thicker. This is going to go in there. It's going to sit in there, and it's really going to coat. It's not just going to spill out and run all over the place. Let me know your thoughts, comments before. I really didn't know what else to do. I needed to get some lubrication in there. Grease through that little tiny hole is not going to fit. Only thing I can think of is, well, we're going to put a little oil in there. And I just put a couple drops in there, kind of filled it up. A couple drops would fill it up and get the oil up to the top of the threads. And then very carefully, patience of a saint, remember, patience of a saint. Take your time, get that screw in there. The screws, boy, they're tiny. Tiny little screws. Okay? Other than that, let's go see the engine. It's running like a top now. Run like a champ. Let's go.